The much awaited year of 2026 is here, and I'm so excited to share with all of you your astrology predictions for 2026. 2026 is a year of new beginnings and where we reap the rewards for all the efforts and hard work that we have been putting for the past 3-4 years. So, if you want to dive deep into in-depth, most accurate, detailed astrology predictions for 2026, then I highly suggest you look into your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you don't know what are your sun, moon, rising signs, then you can use any online birth chart calculator to find out the placements for your sun, moon, and rising signs. The rising sign, or your sign of the ascendant, is the sign of your first house in astrology. It's going to tell you how each house, how every area of your life is going to function. So I highly recommend you do look into your rising sign. Your sun sign is going to tell you more about your work or profession or soul purpose, because sun is the natural indicator of our soul, our identity. And your moon sign is going to tell you more about your emotional and mental well-being during the course of the year and how things are going to be for you emotionally, because moon is the natural indicator of our mind and our emotions in astrology. If you don't know your time of birth, then you can definitely use your moon sign or your sun sign based on the day on which you were born. So once you've calculated these details, you can go into the description box to your own sign to find out your personal astrology prediction. I do want you to know that I refer sidereal astrology or the Vedic astrology, which is a little bit different from your zodiac sign, because sidereal astrology looks at the actual placement of the planets in the sky. So I do recommend that you find an online sidereal birth chart calculator to find your sun, moon, and rising. I'm going to pin one of the sidereal birth chart calculator in the description box for your reference, but you can use any that you may like. As I said earlier, definitely check out your sun, moon, and rising. Now let's get into the video. So if you are a Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, then this is what you can expect in 2026. So Saturn is going to be transiting your 9th house of luck and of spiritual beliefs for the complete year of 2026. So this may bring some slight delays in promotions, or there may be some sudden obstacles or some hidden issues that appear, especially because Rahu, or the North Node, is going to be transiting the 8th house of hidden things. So there may be some unexpected delays, especially when it comes to progress in your work or your promotions, or even if you're looking for some special project. But if you keep on working, then you're able to manifest a long-term success for yourself. 9th house is also the house of your spiritual beliefs, and Saturn here may ask you to evaluate your beliefs and see if they are actually in alignment and they're more conducive to creating the life that you want to create, because Saturn can often help you let go of any limiting beliefs. You know, a lot of times you believe something to be true only because society has taught us. But Saturn's placement in 9th house can help you look at those things from a more objective point of view and see what really is the truth of the matter. Does it really align with the best possible timeline for you? And if not, then Saturn's placement here will also give you the strength that you need to let go of any such limiting beliefs. 9th house is also the house of, foreign travel or foreign settlement. So if you have been working to, get a foreign visa or maybe settle abroad, then placement of Saturn here may create some obstacles in it or may create some delays in it. But eventually, if you just keep on putting efforts, then you are able to get that foreign settlement or that visa that you have been working towards. 9th house also talks about higher education. So if you have been working towards, maybe attaining some higher professional education or some education that requires you to make a lot of sacrifices, or it requires you to maybe prepare for very long hours, then Saturn here will also give you the strength that you need to, the resilience that you need to just keep working. Even if there are delays, you have to make repeated efforts. But if you just keep doing the work, you keep putting in the work, then you will be able to complete the higher education that you've been trying to do. On 20th of February, there's going to be a conjunction between Saturn and Neptune in your 9th house. Neptune is a planet of divine blessing, and it's very strong in the sign of Pisces. So this conjunction can bring a lot of blessed changes to all of these things that we discussed related to the 9th house, especially if there has been something that you have been putting effort towards in the past 1 or 2 years, because this conjunction has been happening for the past 1.5 years. So if there is something that you have been putting effort, now is the time when you can actually reap the rewards or start to see that actually fructify in reality during this time period. We start the year with a conjunction of 6 planets, or a stellium of 6 planets in your 7th house. So on 18th of January, we are going to have Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Venus joining Pluto, that is already present in your 7th house of Capricorn. So 7th house, it talks about our partnerships, our relationships, long-term partnerships, commitments, and this shows that there is going to be a major transformation in your long-term relationships. If you are already in a committed relationship, you may start to evaluate if this is the partner that you see for yourself in the long term, or you may be able to attract someone now who is actually in alignment with your true life. There may be something different about this person, maybe they're not your usual type, or there is something different about this person, something transformational almost, especially because Pluto is also present in this conjunction, and Saturn is also massively influencing this conjunction. So there may be something transformational, maybe you will have to make some sacrifices to be with the person, or you will have to really change your thought patterns, your relationship patterns, let go of your limiting beliefs in order to actually attract the right partnership for yourself. So this is going to affect you for the rest of the year. You will see a complete redirection when it comes to your partnerships, whether personal or professional. So on professional level also, maybe you let go of some old business partners, or very long-term business partners also you can let go of, or you may attract some new long-term business partner who are more in alignment with you. So Jupiter is going to be transiting your 12th house till the month of June. 12th house can show your foreign settlement, your subconscious patterns, sleep, donations. Transit of Jupiter in your 12th house can actually be very good if you've been trying to settle abroad. You may be able to work on a foreign project or work with a foreign national. It's also a very good time, almost like you can get some epiphanies or some new mentor come into your life, where you are suddenly able to let go of your subconscious beliefs and subconscious patterns that have been keeping you shackled for a very long period of time. It's also very good if you are able to make some donations to people who are in need or to religious institutions. That will also improve the positive effect of Jupiter here. Once Jupiter transits to your first house from June, then that is a really blessed time period for you to actually, get more recognition in the world. You may be able to get some leadership position. So although, as we discussed, Saturn is impacting your 9th house, so there may be some delays in the initial part of the year, but after June, because of Jupiter's presence in your first house, you are likely to, get that leadership that you have been working towards and get more recognition in the society society, get more fame. From October, Jupiter is going to be transiting your second house, and second house is the house of acquired resources, acquired wealth, or financial stability. So you may be gathering more information about how to save more money, how to create investments so that you can create long lasting wealth for yourself. Second house is also the house of speech, so you may work on your public speaking skills. You come into this leadership position and now you want to work on your public speaking skills so that you can better manage your team and you can be more effective as a leader. Throughout the year, Rahu and Ketu, which is also North Node and South Node, are going to be navigating the signs of Aquarius and Leo for you. So for you, it is the axis of the second house and the eighth house. Ketu's placement in second house may create some challenges in the initial part of the year when it comes to resources. There might be some sudden changes in your wealth, or there might be some sudden expenses. But in the second part of the year, once Jupiter starts transiting the first and the second house, you will see that there is a lot of luck coming to your wealth as well. Ketu's placement in second house can also give you a speech that almost cuts your ties with your family members. So be a little bit more mindful when you are dealing with your family members. Be more diplomatic. Even if that's something that you think needs to be said, try and take a more compassionate and diplomatic approach. Rahu's presence in 8th house can bring to surface some hidden things. So maybe there were some hidden expenses that you were not looking for, or there are some hidden things that you need to know about your partnerships or about your relationships. But anything that comes here that can be quite transformational, because 8th house is also the house of our spiritual transformation. The 8th house is also the house of our shared resources or our in-laws, and so Rahu's presence here may also lead to sudden ups and downs in shared resources or some inheritances that you're expecting. But in the later part of the year, when Jupiter starts transiting your first and the second houses, then you will see a more positive impact where you're able to manage anything that goes up and down in a favorable way. So all in all, Cancer, this looks like a really transformative way. There may be some ups and downs, especially when it comes to your relationships, or you may face in the initial part of the year that you have to put an extra effort, but especially after June, you'll see that things are really transforming for you, especially with Jupiter transiting your first house. You're going to see like a fresh wave of luck. So keep putting in the effort and you are going to reap the rewards.